Hi, good morning. This is Steve Schiller, manager of the Punta Gorda office for Suncoast One Title and Closings.
And I'm John Batliner. I work with Keller Williams as a realtor, focusing primarily on Kingsgate.
Work on Wall Street, which I actually did for a month. It didn't pan out long term. But that would have been it. Either that or playing baseball.
That's fine. So my childhood dream job was to be a sports broadcaster, which I did for 2 years and got totally burnt out on sports because my hobby became my job. An eagle. I golf a lot, and so a great golf shot, that's definitely a mood booster.
I was going there. I was going to say tap in birdie.
Yeah.
So we're on the same page there.
We focus on Kingsgate. It's a community that we live in, and so for us, it's just community enhancement, right? It's dealing with friends that are transitioning out to somewhere and helping them, leave in a graceful way, or meeting the new people and helping them integrate into the community.
I think kind of along the same lines. I mean, he gets everybody to me, and then I get them over the hump to get it closed out. It gives a lot of satisfaction. It really does. I mean, see people walk away happy, and on both sides, buyers and sellers. When everybody's happy, it's a good day.
For me, I would say skydiving, right? Maybe less so now as I gracefully age, but when I was younger, it seemed like a good idea to jump out of a plane.
I actually was thinking the same thing. But the other thing would be like maybe a month-long wilderness trip. Just get lost in the woods in a cabin for a month and away from everything. No cell phone, no nothing. Come back to the world, not know what happened for 30 days. That interests me as well. I'd have to say Las Vegas. Just love it. Not just the gambling part, but the whole everything. And then you're a half an hour from the mountains and all that kind of stuff, and to be able to see that, it's peaceful. Other than the strip is not, but everything else is. It's pretty cool. Spend a week out there. Used to do it a lot with my friends, but it's been a few years. But it's good times.
Yeah, so I've worked in international sales for 30 years. I've been to over 60 countries, been to well over 100 cities. It's a lot to choose from. But Australia is a great country. I've always had a great time there. It's the sights, the people, the food. It's great. I think it would be cool to go back to the Declaration of Independence and the formation of the U.S., right? I think that would be an interesting time to go back to and see some of those backroom discussions. I'm sure it wasn't clear and obvious to just come up with, hey, here are the 10 things that we're going to make there probably was some debate.
I would think there probably was one or two people that were on odds with some of the things that went into the 10. Absolutely. I was going to say like early 1900s. See how my grandmother, how she lived. My great grandmother lived. Back no cars, and cars just becoming something that went 12 miles an hour across. The wagons and all that kind of. I mean, I've heard stories from my grandmother, but I think that'd be pretty cool. No, I want to fly. No doubt.
I think telepathy or whatever, just to read people's minds.
Sure. Relax and enjoy life.
People always say it's hard to know what the right thing to do is. But to me, it's easy to do the right thing because when you know what the right thing to do is, you just feel compelled to do it, right? And so, just go through life with integrity and things will work out.
Sound advice for sure.